What's going on, guys? My name is Noah. I'm that dude doing pull-ups, and today I want to talk to you about why you are not too depressed to work out. Now, I want to say first and foremost that I am not some athletic gift to the world. I'm not the biggest guy, I'm not the strongest guy, I'm not the fittest guy, but I am someone who has suffered mood disorders, tremendous ones that have led to hospitalizations and many treatments and medications, and I've been to really dark places, and I've shared about that openly on this channel. And I'm also someone who has made the decision to exercise at all costs, no matter what. Now, a lot of times people reach out to me, which I'm very grateful for, and I hope you feel comfortable reaching out to me if you would like to, and we talk about things you can do to improve your mental state, and a lot of people share their stories. And what comes up often enough is that a lot of people feel that they're just too depressed to work out. They're too anxious to work out. Or if you suffer from depersonalization, they say, I'm too depersonalized to work out. And I want everyone to know that I am sympathetic to severe depression and the effects of severe depression and anxiety. I understand that some people at their worst nearly feel catatonic. Some people have trouble moving. Some people have trouble getting out of bed. Some people can barely imagine, bathing themselves, no less working out. And there are a few unfortunate souls that are severe. And at one point, I was so severe that I don't believe I could have exercised. But in hindsight, what I realize now is that I had this idea of exercise and fitness and health that was far too grandiose. It was just way too overblown and unrealistic. And the reason I feel that you are definitely not too depressed or too anxious, and of course there's going to be, by the way, outliers, and there are going to be exceptions to this rule, and I'm not calling anyone out, and this comes from a place of love and respect. Believe you me, I respect you. I don't think I'm better than you, and I'm not trying to belittle you. There's no stool under my feet. In fact, I'm crisscross applesauce. But I do believe that you are not too depressed to work out. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine what you can see yourself accomplishing. And if you can't see yourself accomplishing much, then I want you to downgrade whatever ideals you have about what it means to train. You don't have to power lift. You don't have to go run a marathon. You don't have to pump a bunch of weights. You don't have to do pull-ups for days like you see me and my baby brother doing in this video. Go for a walk. Go for a walk, but buy in to the concept that you could, because the moment I realized that any exercise, anything was better than nothing, I started to kind of feel empowered. It just did something for me. And I remember when I was so severe that I was between panic attacks and I was depersonalized and I could barely move. I remember one day, telling myself, okay, today I have the desire to fight. And that desire led me to a walk. And it was so hard to go for that walk. It was so overwhelming and overstimulating, and I was so depressed, and I couldn't believe I was doing it. But I went for a walk. And if you've ever been severely depressed, accomplishing something like that feels really good. It makes you feel really good about yourself, and that's what it did for me. And those walks led to little jogs here and there, and led to some yoga. And then as I improved, even though I could barely get out of bed in the morning, I started committing to bigger workouts and harder things. And it blew my mind, the things I could accomplish despite being very depressed. I mean, I might be between suicidal ideations and panic attacks, but I would still go to the gym and put on some sunglasses if I had to block myself from all the stimulation, and I would try. You know what I first did? I did P90X. A lot of people kind of think that's funny, but P90X, one of those infomercial workout programs, I just decided, okay, I'm just well enough that I'm going to do this no matter what. And so I would literally be in bed all day, but I would get up and do my P90X, very, very low energy, but I just pulled it off. And then I would go back to bed, And it started that way. And then I met a lot of other people that were severely depressed, but they were showing up and they were treating exercise and they were treating working out like eating or breathing. They didn't have a choice. And so once you change that paradigm in your mind of what it meant to work out, you can create ways to work out. Go garden, go for a bike ride, meet a friend for yoga, go cycle, go push someone on a swing. It doesn't matter. And then build up to bigger workouts if that's your ambition, but just allow yourself to do it even though you don't feel like it. And I think that's the other thing is I think some people who are depressed and anxious, they mistake motivation for inability. Just because you don't feel like it doesn't mean you can. And if you just make it something that you're going to do no matter what you feel like, kind of like brushing your teeth, then you're going to start establishing some credibility in yourself, and it's going to feel amazing. So please empower yourself to find a way to work out no matter how depressed you think you are.